dears. Question number 2.
Thank you. My question is to the Chairman of the Education and...
Order.
My question is to the Chair of the Education and Science Committee. Was he contacted by the Minister of Education, her staff or her officials following her appearance at the hearings of evidence of the 2013-14 Estimates Review for Vote Education yesterday concerning her readiness to return to the committee at a later date to answer questions around the responses to the 2013-14 Estimates Review for Vote Education questions received by the committee? If so, what was the nature of any discussions?
Order. Dr. Calder.
Mr. Speaker, I had contact with both the Minister of Education and her office yesterday afternoon. As part of that, I advised them that the committee had resolved not to request her to return to the committee at a later date. I did not have any contact with either her or her office prior to the committee making her decision.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, Dr. Megan Woods.
Is he aware whether the Minister, her staff or her officials contacted her government colleagues on the committee to get them to vote down any motion that would see her being recalled to face questions?
There was so much noise, I could not hear the question.
Okay. Supplementary question. Is he aware whether the Minister, her staff or her officials contacted her government colleagues on the committee to get them to vote down any motion that would see her being recalled to face questions?
Order. No, that question again. The purpose of these questions is to ask the member as a chairperson, and it must be linked to his responsibility. I do not accept that question is...
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order.
Mr. Speaker, are you ruling out the possibility that the chairman might have been officially advised of that?
I'm ruling that the question is not satisfactorily addressed to the member. Order. When I'm giving a ruling, I do not expect interjection from the Right Honourable Winston Peters. The rules are very tight with the supplementary. I have listened to it. I have ruled that it is not in order. So that is the end of the matter. The member can disagree with that, but I'm not reconsidering it. I'm inviting the member now to ask question
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. I just want to understand the ruling. Are you... because it just... I think I might have a major misunderstanding here. I think you've ruled out the possibility of a chairman of committee being briefed on that matter. Sir, I just don't think that you can. He might have been briefed. You don't know.
Order. The difficulty I have is listening to the question, because even though it was repeated for a second time, the level of noise and interjection was still substantial. For the benefit of the member, I'm going to ask you to repeat it, and then I will make a ruling, which will be a final ruling.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Is he aware whether the Minister, her staff or her officials contacted her government colleagues on the committee to get them to vote down any motion that would see her being recalled to face questions?
Order. That question is not in order. The member is not responsible for the actions of the Minister or the Minister's staff. Question number 3, Dr. Megan Woods.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Did he invite the Minister of Education